What's up guys, welcome back to the channel for a new video. Sorry there was no video last week. I've been sick and we've just been kind of, running on empty the last week or so. But I've got an install for you guys today. I threw this on last week while I was sick, but just didn't feel like making a video. But it will be in this video because these are two driver-focused mods for the GD3 Honda Fit project. If you guys are new, the GD3 Fit that we've got right here is going to be our little autocross track car to learn, improve our driving skills, learn how to go fast in a super slow car, and this is what it's for. So first off, we've got this awesome Momo steering wheel. I picked this up for 30 bucks from Bai. It's in meh condition, but honestly, it matches the quality of the interior. So it's almost like, I say period correct, as in it looks as used as the rest of the car. So I'm into it, it works great. Our horn is all hooked up and everything. And then I even threw on a quick release with a Boss Works Bell hub for an EK9, had to modify it to fit, but this whole setup was less than 100 bucks, which is awesome. It's a really nice quality steering wheel. It is Momo, it's great. While it is used, it works really well. I've driven around with it for a little bit. I had to do a lot of cleaning and I had to glue some of the leather back down, but for 30 bucks, look, I'm not into this car for a ton of money, and the plan is to stay budget friendly, and this was super budget friendly, and the quick release works just fine. Got it all installed. It's really, really nice. I've never had a quick release before, and the really nice thing about this is one of the things I hated about the stock steering wheel is while you get your seating position correct, it was really tough to get the steering correct because it doesn't have a telescoping wheel. So now in my seat, I can reach all the pedals just fine, and my steering wheel is a little bit closer to me, which I really like, and it's perfect. I think this is gonna be great for the track and whenever we wanna get a little extra space in our frontal area for whatever activities you're doing in the front seat of your car without a steering wheel, to give yourself more room. Throw it back on and we're ready to go. This has been a great modification and I've loved it so far. One thing I haven't loved is this. So we threw in the JDM center console, and I've got this hybrid racing shift knob, which is really nice. I threw one in my Miata as well, and I've loved this, but this is not nice. Hate it. The shifter needs to be fixed. First gear, it's just floppy, 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 and second gear floppy. Every gear is just floppy. And I mean, it's not surprising. The car has 144,000 miles on it. Plastic just gets worn out. The shifter gets worn out. The cables get worn out, bushings, things like that. And we've thrown in the Torque Solutions shifter cable bushings on the transmission, which has been great. We have the Seb's Garage clutch delay valve delete. So that's great as well, but it's time to make the shifter just the best. It's time. It's gross, it's nasty, it's floppy, it's everything you would hate in a grandpa's, but we're gonna fix it today. So let's show you what I got. Over here, we have a not hybrid racing shift kit. This thing is really nice though. This is from Zun Performance. It's basically a copycat hybrid racing shifter. Sure, some of you are wondering why I didn't get the hybrid racing shifter. Everyone loves it. It's the best modification. It's the one to get. Short answer is I didn't want to afford it. It's not that I couldn't buy it. It's that this car was 3,000 bucks. Everything we've done is super budget, and the Zun Performance ZP shifter, whatever we're gonna call it, was $250. So nearly half the price of the hybrid racing unit, and I think it's gonna work okay. This is for a GK, but in the listing it said it could fit a GD or GE with modification. I emailed them asking what the modification was. They didn't answer. This shipped from the US and everything. I'm sure it's just something made in China. I'm sure you can find this on AliExpress or whatever, but I wanted to pick it up from at least a US based company. So for returns or anything like that, it wouldn't be as much of a hassle. But for $250, I figured I would give it a shot. If it works, it works. And yeah, so we're gonna install it. I need to take the center console out, get the shifter all apart. I'm gonna show you guys all that, and then we're gonna work to install this. I don't know how long it's gonna take because I don't know what the modifications are. It doesn't look too different, but surely it has some differences. So we're just gonna find out along the way, and yeah, let's get going. All right, shifter is out, and here is the comparison. So obviously the OEM here, and on the right, the ZP Zune Performance shifter here. And it looks like all of the bolts, where the bolts go at least, are the same. And it looks like this lever here is about in the same position as this lever here, which is good. However, you can tell on the front, there is a difference. So this cable here matches with this cable here. This one does not. So I think that is the modification that we need to make. I don't know exactly what we can do for that, but we'll see. I think it's close enough, which is good. And you can see how floppy this one is. I mean, all the plastic on the inside is all worn out. I thought about throwing in just like a shifter here, but the thing is this plastic is worn out. So even if I threw in a shorter shifter here, I think it would still feel gross. This, however, feels much better, much tighter. Yeah, so let's throw it in, and I'm just gonna start troubleshooting, I guess. I think it'll fit fine, but we'll have to see what the modification is, as far as they say. Okay, so the shifter is in, and honestly, I didn't really have to do anything. I had to maybe push that front cable into the engine bay a little bit, but otherwise, I mean, it's in, and it shifts awesome. So on the hybrid racing, you'll get like different springs and everything. I think this one's a little bit different. I think there's a spring in here, but it doesn't come with a replacement one, so I'm kind of set for whatever I want to do with this. There's also a couple notches down here at the bottom to adjust the points of the cable. I didn't feel like I needed to do that, at least as far as I know, but I mean, it shifts smooth, and I mean, there's barely any wiggle now. Really nice. I mean, way better than stock, that's for sure. I set it at this height just to start. It's really easy to adjust this. I think the little bit higher shifter in comparison to the steering wheel, go from here to here, will be fine, but I'm pretty stoked on this. It feels really good. Very happy with it. So I'm gonna throw the center console back in and then we'll take this thing for a drive. Alrighty, we are in the GD3 Fit, and I have to say, just real quick, this car is running great. Like, it gets great gas mileage, the suspension feels good, no noises, transmission sounds good, no noises, it shifts really smoothly, especially now with our ZP short shifter kit. I mean, it feels awesome. With the clutch delay valve delete and everything, and the new clutch and all that, it feels like it's supposed to. I'm not gonna say it feels like a sports car by any means, but it feels like a totally different car. So beforehand, the clutch was feeling good, but the shifter made the clutch feel like I was doing something wrong. It felt slow, it was sloppy. I know it was just the shifter, but it made the whole transmission and everything feel like just something was not working correctly. And now shifts are just timed better. I can like feel, you know, between both hands and my foot touching the clutch and everything, it feels like it's all working as one system now. Almost like the Miata, in a sense of the Miata's shifting is perfect. This, compared to what it was in this Honda at least, feels perfect. It is so nice. We need to address the seat situation because I'm like, all over the place. There's zero bolstering at all in this thing. And especially with the new tires and everything, this thing grips really well. So I think seats are next for sure. And I have to say, for most short shift kits, you kind of feel like you lose that sense of where the gears are. Not in this. It's a little shorter. I'm not used to how like short it is compared to how long it was to take to get into gear. But now it's pretty good. Of course, we're getting stuck in traffic as usual. It's funny complaining about traffic in such a slow car. Like, normally I would be the one in the way of people, but you get these country roads and you get these big dude bros in Texas edition dualies, and they drive it around like a semi truck. It's awful. All right, so I can do a pull on this road for you guys because we're definitely not even gonna get over the speed limit, but stops from first gear. I'm not gonna try my hardest here, but just to give you a sense of maybe you can hear the timing of the gear changes and everything. I'm gonna do a little camera shot on the shifter so you can see better. But for right now, here we go. It's just so much faster. It's way better, way better. This might be, next to the tires, this might be the best modification that I've done to this car. You didn't know you were in a Honda Fit of all things. You might think you were in like a Civic Si or something like that. You know, feels econo boxy still, but the performance upgrades for everyday driving, steering wheel, shifter, the new clutch accessories that we put on it, it's leaps and bounds better. I'm so surprised by this. I've never had like a full-on shifter kit. In my original Kia that I had, I upgraded some things in there. I put new shifter cable bushings in, and I put solid shift tower bushings in, and that made it feel a lot better. But getting rid of the plastic and the nylon and the grease and all that stuff, this is so much better. All right, we've got a sharp left-hand turn up here, and yeah, this car handles it quite well. Don't even really have to slow down at all. Oh, this thing is so good. I love this little car. It's so much fun. Now this car is no Miata, but it can hold its own on a little back road. I mean, there's no doubt that this thing is still remarkably slow, but that's not why I got the car. It's not why I got the car at all. I wanted to get the car to do upgrades like this and have a blast driving a golf cart around. And that's what we're doing in this thing. Do a little downshift. it's fun till it's not. This is great. This is such a fun little experience. I'm gonna set you guys up on a different camera angle so you can see some of the shifting and the shift points and everything, but after that, we'll go ahead and wrap it up. So thank you so much guys for watching. I know it's not a Miata video or anything like that, and I know it's been a couple weeks since I've posted. Like I said, we've just been a little sick, a little busy, but it is what it is. I'm trying to get back in the video game. I've got modifications and things like that to do. So after I miss a week, I kind of have to just jump back in it and force myself to do a video. So this has been a good one to start. Immediate change, immediate difference, better driving experience. I'm happy I did this. So if you want to see more on the GD3 Fit, the GTI, the Miata, go down below, hit the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, leave your comments below. I'll see you in the next one.